Hey guys, Bobbery18 here, and welcome back to some more Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. In the last part, we started and finished on the Ikana Castle, which is sort of like the second mini dungeon of sorts in Ikana here. And in this part, we'll be climbing Stone Tower, and in its entirety. Also, before we start, I want to say that this is a kind of weird structure here. I mean, you can see that if you look at it, it's sort of like a face, and he got his hands like on his knees there, and his tongue is like blocking out his crotch region. So yeah, I don't know why that's there. I guess it probably has something to do with the ancient Ikanians or something, but yeah. Also, I want to say, if you don't know where I am, it's just sort of over here on the map. It's sort of in the upper, I'm not good at directions. Upper right-hand corner, I think, there. If you just look on the map, you'll see where it is. Also, one thing that I want to say while we're climbing Stone Tower here, well, we will be climbing it. It's a tower, obviously. You want to have your bunny hood on, because if you don't, you sort of, well, you won't plummet exactly, but you will definitely, it'll make it easier with the bunny hood, basically. Also, we are going to be playing the Elegy of Emptiness a lot, and I would speed up this area, but this is probably going to be the only thing we're going to be doing in this part. So, one, I want to apologize if it's kind of short because of that, because, you know, I want to have the temple in its own part, because, surprise, more special guests, sort of. You'll see. But yeah, one little tip about playing the Elegy of Emptiness there, if you just, basically the song is right, left, right, then rotate the control stick, counterclockwise, starting with down. So that's pretty much it. And remember how the ancient, King of Ikana, or Egos do Ikana, I guess whatever you want to say, said we need different forms, if we want to have different statues. Like, if you were to play, if you were to play with the Link form right here as the Elegy of Emptiness, the one from down there would have just transferred back up here. So you need your other forms to be able to play more, to be able to make more statues, to be able to hold down more switches. Let me see, can I actually kill you? I thought I could kill you with one. Oh, no. These are BMOs. You can kill them with bombs, but I'm not very lucky. Hide behind this. Do you see me anymore, sir? Wow, Goron Link must be really big. And also, you can see that that is Darmani with his war scar thing there, which is kind of creepy if you ask me, but yeah, it's also the same with Mikau's. I'm pretty sure Mikau's will have like a really ghosty look to him because, you know, he's sort of dead like that. But yeah, well, we're climbing Stone Tower here, and I don't want to speed it up. I mean, I could, but it would be the only thing we're doing in this part, and I feel like that would just cheat you guys out of having maybe like a 4 or 5 minute part, maybe. This might go on a little longer because Stone Tower, climbing it here, it's not that confusing if you just follow the switches and stuff. But yeah, I do want to talk about something, because, you know, or else I would just be saying, oh, we're going to go over here, we're going to just press on the switch, play the Elegy of Emptiness, blah, 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 or it'd also be the same thing all over again. So I want to talk about something, wait, what was I going to say? Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, a little brain fart there. Okay, yeah, you don't need to have the, bunny hood if you don't want to. Oh, also fire keys are new to this area, so yeah, that's a thing. These switches will just reset. Whenever you see 3 switches in a row like this, it means they'll just reset the blocks positions in case you want to go back. You do need to have those set up down as well. So yeah, what I wanted to talk about is that I recently finished 100%ing Mario 64 for the first time. I have finished it before, and that's why I always make so many criticisms about it, especially because, you know, I don't like judging a game too much until I've actually finished it at least once. And if you've watched me for a while, or seen me on Twitter, or stuff like that, or seen me on some of, I think maybe on Chaos Bender's videos, I'm not sure, but I've said in the past that I really don't like Mario 64 all that much. I just don't like how it controls the camera. I just think that it's not a very good game, and the DS sequel, I still stand by that really didn't have that great of controls, actually. I haven't beaten that one, but I can tell from just playing it a little. Well, actually, I have beaten that one, I just haven't 100%ed it, but anyway, back to the original. I'm talking about the original here, you know. The original N64 one, yeah. Apparently they're the hookshot target, I didn't know that, but yeah. what I wanted to say is, I recently finished 100%ing that, and I gotta say, I really, the game isn't as bad as I remember it, or as I used to think it was. I mean, I just sort of went back to my save file I had. I was playing the Virtual Console version, and I hadn't played it in a while. I think I started with, like, Shifting Sandland was where I left off. So, yeah, I started with that, and I don't know why, but there's like a lot of lag in this area, too. Probably because, I don't know, anyway. But yeah, I started with Shifting Sandland, and once I played on, it kind of got me frustrated a little. I mean, because, you know, that game does get you a little frustrated, let's be honest. It's Mario 64. But after getting used to the controls and playing it enough, especially because I had gotten used to the classic controller now that I played Majora's Mask with it all these times, as before I was only used to the GameCube controller, I don't know, the controls didn't seem that bad anymore, and the camera did still mess up some. I mean, those were my two big complaints with the game. Like, one instance that I can remember is, like, Mario would always, instead of just jerking himself around when I jerked the control stick, he would always, like, turn around and, like, circle around the other way. I don't know, it just always bothered me that he would do that, and it seemed like it was broken or something, I don't know. But then once I played it again, it wasn't really doing that as much, and I was like, oh, well, maybe this isn't as bad, and maybe I just wasn't used to the controls last time. So, and then when I finished the game, I did think that it was a little better. I mean, for someone who completely just disliked, I mean, just totally hated the original game, I gotta say that it's actually not a very bad game. I mean, it's definitely still, no offense to anyone that really likes the game, but it's still my least favorite 3D Mario game. The I don't know, in chronological order, not chronological order, but in order for my least to favorite, or my favorite to least favorite, I guess I could, Mario Sunshine, Galaxy 2, Galaxy 1, then Mario 64, but yeah, so I did finish 100%ing it, and I think it's actually a pretty good game, now that I did. So, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I mean, I know that people are, like, ragging on me for hating it, because I said it was outdated, and I do think it is still outdated. I think the other ones are still better, but Mario 64, it is an okay game. I mean, definitely better than what I had before, and yeah, I remember I said that I already had the owl statue over here because, you know, I said I had that failed recording, but yeah, now we're at the top of Stone Tower here. It's basically like two sections of pressing those switches there with your statues, and then one up here where you just have like those few hookshot targets there. So now that we're up here at Stone Tower, I don't really know if there's anything else I can do. I guess I could open the way to here. I think the correct solution is middle, right, left. I'm gonna see if that works, and if it doesn't, well, I'll probably just cut until I actually get the right solution. I'll probably just look it up or something, because I don't want to spend here trying all 9 solutions, I think. I think there's 9 solutions, yeah. I think that's how you calculate it. Just multiply the amount of switches by the amount of, like, times you can try each switch. I don't know. I just remember that I'm pretty sure it's 9. Maybe it's 3 cubed or 3 squared or something, I don't know. So what does this one do? That makes it there. Yeah, I think this is the right one. So yeah, I'm glad I found something to talk about. I was planning out this video and I was just like, what can I actually talk about while I'm climbing up Stone Tower, or else it'll be kind of weird. I mean, that actually didn't take as long as I thought, only like 9 minutes or so. But yeah, now that we're at the top of Stone Tower here, finish putting these in. See, this is what the commentary would have been like if I hadn't found something to talk about. It would have been boring. And yeah, I don't know, I just wanted to get my full opinions out on Mario 64 now that I've actually 100%ed it now. That I've actually done everything. And yeah, I don't know, just to have it in one full place so that people can actually see it publicly. I mean, YouTube is probably where most people actually see me, most of me, instead of Twitter, where you can see Chaos Bender and everybody ridiculing me for that, but yeah, that's besides the point. No, not really, I guess. Kind of. It's kind of on topic, not really. That red thing will be relevant for later. These switches, if you want to go back, this is Stone Tower Temple here. And in the next part of Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, we will be starting on Stone Tower Temple with guest. That's what I said. I said guest. See you guys then.